to Yardie Belly's Kitchen, and today, keeping with my new adventures in pickling, I just love my Jamaican picker pepper. Yeah. It's been a couple of days and still pretty, still nice, sealed and everything. Anyway, today I'm gonna be doing some beets. Now I have two types of beets here. I have the golden beets, and I have some organic beets that I got from Trader Joe's. All right, and today I will be trying to pickle my beets, and I want you to join me. Yes, join me in the kitchen. The first thing that I'm gonna do is I'm gonna wash my beets, and I'll give you whatever I use. I'll tell you as I go along. I'm just gonna wash these beets. I'm not gonna peel them. I'm gonna wash them and make sure that I clean them up properly. As you can see, they're really, they're ground provisions, and so they're dirty. So I'm gonna wash them properly, and I'm gonna use the red beets today and show you how I go about pickling my beets. So yeah, just stick around and join me as I do my thing. All right, Yardie Belly's Kitchen. So I didn't peel my beets. I just washed them and scoured them with my kitchen brush, and I'm gonna add each of them now to a pot of boiling water. All right. And the reason why I did not peel them is because if you peel them, what will happen is they will bleed much more than normal, than regular. And as you can see, the water immediately is becoming red. Can you imagine if I had not peeled them? If I had peeled them rather. So you're going to put this to boil, and you're going to check for tenderness. And as soon as it becomes tender to the point, like almost like you would say al dente, you're going to take them out of your boiling water. I have my beets in my pot boiling, and I'm just showing you some of what I have that I will use in my my pickled beets. All right. So I have some pickled ginger here that I had already. You can use fresh ginger, but I only had pickled ginger, so I'm using that. And I want my beets to be spicy, so I'm gonna add just jalapeno. I also have here a Vidalia onion that I have processed, and I'm just gonna show you how I cut these up real quick. Okay, so my knife. Take my knife, and I just go down like that, and pretty much, because this is sweet onion, I can go with a relatively thicker cut, because I really don't like onion, but these Vidalia onions are so good. You can you can cut these a little bit thicker. All right, so you just want to half them, and then you cut up your onions basically like that. And these are ready to go. Yes. All right, and then I'm just gonna cut my, let me wash this. And my jalapenos, because I know beets are usually sweet when they pickle them, and I'm gonna also show you the brine that I make, but I want mine to be spicy. I'm Jamaican after all, and I want this to have a little bit more kick, and I don't want it to be as spicy as the regular Jamaican pickled peppers. So that's why I'm using the jalapenos, because the jalapenos are, to us in Jamaica, the jalapenos are not spicy at all. I promise you that. All right, so these are ready, and let's get to the beets. Okay, let's get to the beets. To my saucepan or my pot, I'm adding 1 cup of vinegar, and that's just regular cane vinegar, guys. And I'm also adding 1 cup of the boiling liquid. You can use water if you so choose, but I'm using the liquid from my beets. And to this, I'm gonna add 3 or 4 heaping tablespoons of sugar. Now, most recipes will call for more sugar than that, but I really don't want it to be that sweet. I'm not a sweetie type of person, and because it's my first time trying beets, I don't want to lose the essence of the beet with, you know, putting so much sugar in it. And so I'm just gonna put these, I'm gonna put 4 tablespoons of sugar, and then I'm gonna put 1 or half a teaspoon of salt. Now you bring that to a boil, and you know you don't have to make it boil too much, and you can adjust the sweetness or the sourness based on your own taste. Now these are the beets when they have been boiled, and I pretty much want to just scrape the skin off. And guys, I promise you everything is gonna get red. If you notice, I put a piece of clear plastic down on my cutting board that I'm gonna try to cut these up on. But you pretty much just want to scrape these beets off, your skin comes off. And if you don't want your hand to get red, you're gonna have to wear gloves. All right, you're gonna have to wear gloves. Let me cut this part off. Yeah, but as you can see now, the whole place is gonna get red, and that's pretty much what's gonna happen. So I'm gonna scrape these off, and then the next step is to peel the beets. Then I slice my beets, and I'll show you how. And you want your beets to be fairly thick, guys. And you just pretty much repeat the process until all your beets have been sliced. And my hands are already red, so I can just continue with the process, and then we start working on the brine. Now we're ready to assemble our pickle, and I'm gonna start by dropping in some of my peppers and stuff, and my ginger at the bottom there. Just starting with a couple of that, and then I'm gonna start to layer in my beets. Now guys, you can cut your beets according to your shape, flavor, you know, whatever way you like it, you know, but I choose to do it this way. Then I'm gonna add my onions. Should break up my onions a little bit more. Yeah, all right, let me just break that up. I should have done that before. And drop in more beets, more onions, more jalapenos, more ginger, and I just want the ginger for that kick. I like ginger, and so that's why I'm using ginger. Add more onions, yeah. Add more beets, yes man. Add more jalapenos, more ginger, more. Oh, my drop my stuff dropping all over the place. Let me just pick them up. Everything clean, guys. So bear with me. Bear with me. And more beets. More beets. And you pat them down just a little bit, guys, but you don't want press down too hard on the container, because you don't want it to be like airtight, you know, or no, not some talk foolishness. You don't want it to be too tightly packed so that the brine does not get in between all the spaces. All right, so you just pack it down, but you don't pack down too tight. All right, more jalapenos. and more beets. Okay, yeah, and you want to leave a little space at the top between the top of the container and the lid, you know, right? That little space here, you want to make sure you leave that space sort of free, because that's where the vacuum sealing part is gonna happen when you pour in your brine. All right, so I'm gonna just put some pepper up there, some onion up there, so, and 1 or 2 little jalapeno, and you gently pat him down. And now you're gonna add your brine, and you want to make sure that your brine is hot, yes, coming straight from the boil. And you want to add your brine to your container, and your container must be sterilized, guys. Make sure that you sterilize your container by boiling the bottles in hot water, and then you put your lid on immediately. Make sure that there's a little space, and you put your lid on like so, and then you put your ring on, and you don't over tighten, you just barely tighten it, you know, and there you have it. Yes, so there you have it, guys, my spicy pickled beets, and I just put my own little label on it. I made another little container of it so that if stranger come at the house, them can get some. But I want you to consider trying this in your neck of the woods. I mean, it was fun for me to make it, and as you see there, I have my Jamaican picker pepper as well. And guys, I promise you, this is a the beets were so sweet. I can't believe it. But I want to big up the Grey Boxwood channel on this video, because I really got the inspiration from them, as they did not put a lot of spice in theirs, but it is still an inspiration, and so I just want to big them up on this one. So there you have it, guys. Try this in your neck of the woods. Yeah, spicy pickled beets. And of course, Yardie Belly is always pushing the limit. You can have this with anything that you want, any salad, any little thing where you want to have it. You want to put it with bread, me no know, just be creative. All right, remember, like, share, subscribe, and comment. And of course, you get into the description box for ways in which you can support Yardie Belly. Thanks for all the love, thanks for all the comments. The good ones have been much more than the bad ones, and we appreciate every single thing. All right, so once again, join me in Yardie Belly's kitchen for another exciting recipe.